Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE Monday Night Raw that aired on June 17th, 2013. I know it's a couple days late, but I've been busy over the last couple days, and I've just now been able to watch Monday Night Raw. So, onto what I thought of the show. I felt like they had some actually really good segments in there. Just in the aspect of, I was liking how you have that continuing one-upsmanship between Vince and Triple H at this point, and they're even kind of adding Stephanie in there. Stephanie into the aspect of, especially with Vicky Guerrero, they were trying, like Triple H tried to make Vicky make an example out of the Shield, but Vince stopped them. And then, you had all three of them in there talking about who they should listen to, or who she should actually be listening to. Is like Triple H is saying you should listen to him, and then Vince is doing the exact same thing. She goes to Stephanie for advice, says, "Nah, you shouldn't listen to both," type deal. That was kind of a fun kind of a fun couple segments there, along with the Stephanie McMahon interrupting AJ during her promo. AJ's pretty good on the microphone, especially for any of the other divas that are there. But the interaction between her and Stephanie McMahon, it made you feel like they were going to go in a route that would lead to Stephanie and AJ at some point. Not sure if I actually really want to see that match, but I like the interaction during the promo between the two of them, especially when Stephanie lowered the microphone and started just talking to her, and then you saw that complete change in tone from her, then getting interrupted by all the other divas. I liked Stephanie's interaction with them as well, because she essentially got interrupted with them and basically said, "Don't interrupt me again," type deal. I liked where they went with that. I thought that was a lot of fun there. Also some good segments with Kane and Daniel Bryan. They're doing the whole aspect that they're breaking up the tag team. Yeah, they're going on the aspect of breaking up the tag team, and then you had Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, which was a pretty good match until they actually stopped the match because of the potential injury towards Daniel Bryan in there. But that ends up happening. They went with the best interest there, so that's always a good thing to see versus just continuing on with the match. But otherwise, pretty good match right from the get-go on that one. Wish it could have gone longer, but it's good to see that they went with the best interest of Daniel Bryan instead of just going on with the match. Also, it looked like you were going to get Wade Barrett and Curtis Axel again, Wade Barrett getting his Intercontinental title shot against Curtis Axel, but Vicky changes her mind there and replaces Curtis Axel with a returning Christian. Now, Grant, I'm glad to see Christian back. Now, in the aspects of returning people, he doesn't really make that big of a difference, but I personally have always enjoyed Christian. Good to see Christian back. Let's see where they act, what kind of storyline they're going to have for him coming in there. Also, I like the interaction between CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio, and Paul Heyman in that sense as well. Just the aspect that you had right at the beginning of the show, Alberto Del Rio solidifying his actual heel turn in that sense from the night before, and then of course CM Punk coming out there and interrupting him, talking about how he was stealing the title and like how he stole the show the night before, and then he wanted to have the match with Alberto Del Rio. Paul Heyman interrupts like, "Hey, we don't fight. My clients don't fight for free," type deal, and then Punk's like. You had that more tension between the two of them, which led to another backstage segment saying, he didn't want Paul Heyman out there during his matches, but he'd always be a Paul Heyman guy type deal. I definitely liked what I saw there. They're definitely going for Punk being more of a face, and that was more evident towards the end of the show when you got Brock Lesnar to come out afterwards. After the match with CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio, and giving CM Punk the F5. So obviously this is where Punk's going to go for the summer. He's going to be dealing with Brock Lesnar. I'm not sure if it's going to be for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view or something down the road, more likely at SummerSlam. But that should be an interesting program to see. Let's see if they can actually make that program more believable. in that sense, because a lot of people have a bit of skepticism on that, because it doesn't seem like, Punk being able to potentially beat Brock Lesnar would be any kind of believable or anything in that. See if they could go in that route, make it believable, and see what we end up getting out of it. I think it's going to be a fun program to watch here in the near future. Overall, I felt Raw was a pretty good show. Had its ups. I went through most of my likes. I didn't really have too many real dislikes to the show. But overall, it was a fairly good show. It wasn't anything too special, but you got something to look forward to throughout the summer programs with like CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, maybe even, and of course a continuation somewhere down the road with Dolph Ziggler and Alberto Del Rio, and a few others in there. Also, the aspect of Cesaro coming in, being part of Zeb Coulter's new stable as well. We'll see where they go with that. Are they going to continue on with Jack Swagger in any way, shape, or form? Or is it just going to be Cesaro and then a few others? Or will Swagger be a part of that as well? So we'll see where they go with that as well. So yeah, that's my review this week for Monday Night Raw. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.